Hi friends, once again welcome back to my video. Today we are going to discuss about forex market. As you know, forex market is one of the biggest market in the world. It is having daily turnover around $5 to 6 trillion. So it is considered as the one of the biggest market in the world. In this video, I'm going to use one example, and with that example, I'm going to explain to you what is all the related terms about the forex market. What is forex market, how the forex market is working, and based on this example we will be looking all the areas of forex market. Once again, welcome back to my video. My name is Srishan. If you like the content of my video, please like and share. If you have not yet subscribed, as usual, you please subscribe. So we can look what is forex market. We are going directly into an example, and we can do we can clarify whatever our doubts we have. I'm definitely sure that with this video, I think you will get a complete basics about the forex market. So today here we are using one example, that is Reliance and Facebook deal. This was the blockbuster deal recently happened, signed by Reliance and Facebook. Facebook has, as everybody is aware about this news actually, Facebook has acquired 9.9% of shares in Reliance Jio platform, and that deal amount is consisting around $5.7 billion amount. So with this example, we are going to explain how the forex market is taking place. What are the transactions they are going to do with this deal? So what is the first step is that Facebook, after signing the deal with Reliance, they have to transfer the committed amount, that deal amount of $5.7 billion to Reliance. How that transactions are taking place, that we can see here. Suppose if Facebook is maintaining their dollar account with Bank of America, first the step that Facebook will instruct Bank of America for transferring $5.7 billion. So the Facebook account is they're maintaining in Bank of America. Similarly, Reliance is maintaining their account with ICICI in Indian rupee. So, but this payment is coming in dollar. Since this payment is coming in dollar, ICICI will be giving their dollar account. They are also maintaining $1 account with one bank. Suppose in this case, if they are maintaining their dollar account with JP Morgan, so Bank of America will send money to JP Morgan, favoring beneficiary is ICICI and Reliance, ICICI account and Reliance. So this transfer is normally known as fund transfer. So what is here, we are using one term, we are going to learn one term is here is Nostro account. What is Nostro account here? Here we have seen ICICI Bank is maintaining their US dollar account with JP Morgan. That is treated as a Nostro account. What is the definition saying about Nostro account? So this is the definition of Nostro. Nostro account refers to an account that bank holds in foreign currency. That simple example we have told, ICICI Bank is maintaining the USD account with JP Morgan. Suppose ICICI Bank is maintaining in foreign currency with foreign bank. That account is treated as a Nostro account. Similarly, opposite one more is the Vostro account. What is Vostro account? Vostro is the opposite of Nostro account. That means the foreign bank is maintaining one domestic currency account with one domestic bank. Suppose JP Morgan is maintaining one account in INR, Indian rupee, with ICICI Bank. That account is Vostro account. So here Bank of America given instruction, Bank of America transfer the money to JP Morgan favoring ICICI and Reliance. How the transfer is happening here? That transfer is known as SWIFT transfer. So the fund of $5.7 billion is transferring with use of SWIFT message or SWIFT transfer. What is SWIFT? That we can learn. So SWIFT is actually society, it's the full form is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. It is a network which is used by the financial institutions or including banks for transferring their messages, sending their messages between financial institution. So this network is highly secured one which is used to send or receive messages between banks actually or financial institution. In this case, Bank of America is sending a message to JP Morgan saying that this much 5.7 billion amount is they are transferring from their account to JP Morgan favoring Reliance, ICICI and Reliance. So that message is coming through a highly secured network, that is Swift message, is known as Swift message. Internationally approved message formats are there for Swift. So all banks in internationally dealing with Swift messaging through the Swift system, they have to adhere these kind of rules, and they have to send the message the format prescribed by the Swift globally. That way they have to send the message. So Swift is simply means it is just like an RTGS we are doing in the, it is in a different way. It is only sending the message between the banks for transferring the messages. This can be used for fund transfer, this can be used for communicating any other important or any other message based on the format. There is a prescribed format for all messages, it is there. So that is Swift. So here he is using Bank of America's transferring the money through Swift message to JP Morgan. Now we can see once the fund has transferred to JP Morgan will inform ICICI Bank with the message saying that this much fund has received in your Nostro account and favoring Reliance. That remittance is called like inward remittance. It simply means ICICI will get an inward remittance from in favor of Reliance. Similarly, ICICI will inform the same to Reliance. Reliance will instruct, if Reliance is instructing ICICI to convert that 5.7 billion to Indian rupee and credit their account. So in that cases, ICICI and Reliance is telling ICICI to convert that much amount. Now we are going to learn about what is Forex market, what is interbank market. Now ICICI is having in their Nostro account $5.7 billion. Reliance instructed them to convert that dollar into INR. What ICICI Bank will do? ICICI Bank will directly go to interbank market. Where interbank market, what is interbank market? Where the two banks are exchanging their currency for another currency. That market is interbank market. So here we are going to learn what is Forex market. Forex market is that ICICI Bank is converting their foreign currency, that is dollar, into INR. That exchange of one currency for another currency is happening one place. That place is called Forex market, and for that they have approached here State Bank of India for converting exchange of their $5.7 billion to Indian rupee. So State Bank of India similarly agreed for one rate. That rate is called as exchange rate. So we can look what is the definition of Forex market. We can see, as I mentioned, this is one of the biggest market in the world, having $6 to $7 trillion per day daily turnover basis, and it is trading in the OTC market, mainly the OTC market. Mainly the market is means that for exchanging one currency against another currency is happening in this market. So here ICICI approached SBI for converting their $5.7 billion to Indian rupee, and they have fixed one rate for that exchange rate they have fixed for that. So we can see what is exchange rate here. Exchange rate means the rate at which one currency will exchange for. So $5.7 billion they are converting against INR. For that they are using one rate. That rate is known as exchange rate. Here you can see I have given two $INR 75, 64 and 65. So here two rates are available. 75, 64 means if you sell dollar you will get 75, 64 INR. If you buy $1 you have to pay 75, 65 for $1. So once the deal is done, what will happen that ICICI will send a Swift message to the Nostro, that is JP Morgan, as in the example I have mentioned, JP Morgan saying that this much 5.7 billion amount transferred to State Bank of India Nostro account. Suppose State Bank of India is maintaining their Nostro account Bank of New York. JP Morgan will credit that much $5.7 billion to Nostro account of State Bank of India. Similarly, State Bank of India will transfer the Indian rupee amount equivalent to that with the use of rate. The equivalent amount will be credited to ICICI Bank account. Same way, ICICI will credit the fund to Reliance account based on the value date he has agreed. So what we can look into, what are the different value date and what is the different rates we can see here now. Based on the value date, exchange rate we can be classified like this: cash market, term market, spot market and forward market. Cash market simply means if you want to convert, the settlement will be in the same day. The trading date and settlement date will be on the same day. That is cash market. Term market means settlement, trading date and settlement will be T+1 settlement, trading date after 1 day. Spot market is one of the liquid market in the Forex market. All the trades are, majority of the trades are happening in the spot market only. That means T+2 settlement, 2 working days that is happening in the spot market. Forward market means anything after the spot T+2, anything after the T+2, it is treated as forward rate. Suppose he wanted to book 1 month contract, 1 month after he wanted to convert after 1 month or 2 months. So based on that, the fund will be class, that is called as forward rate. He will get the rate as forward. So that market is called forward market. So based on the Reliance request that whether he wanted to credit in cash, term or spot, the ICICI Bank will credit that fund to their account based on the value date. So this is interbank market screen. Actually, I'm just showing you one for an reference section. Here you can see INR is equal to INR dollar INR rate 75.64, that is bid 75.6550 is asked. Similarly, other currencies also, the Chinese yuan, Chinese offshore, Great Britain pound, euro and all. So what it is means that state, suppose in this case itself, if ICICI wanted to sell, ICICI, these rates are provided by State Bank of India. In this case, State Bank of India is saying that I will buy dollar from you at 75.6450 and I can sell dollar to you. If you want dollar, I can sell at 75.6550. He is buying low, buy low and sell high is the principle here. He is buying at 75.6450 and he is selling at 75.65. So if dollar is selling at 5 billion, he is selling at 75.6450. That is the way we can do it. ICC is doing. Now these two things also we can see what kind of dealings are the interbank dealing and merchant dealing. These are the two dealings which is there. So interbank dealing we can see mainly happening for trading or covering part. Merchant market or merchant dealing means it is for the directly dealing with the customer. We can see here interbank dealing means ICICI Bank is selling 5.7 billion in the market to State Bank of India. This is bank to bank deal, that is called interbank deal. Whereas merchant deal means here you can see ICICI is directly dealing with Reliance, that ICICI is buying Reliance dollar and they are crediting INR to ICICI Reliance account. That is treated as, that is called as merchant dealing. So we have a doubt about that. What are the other factors is depending on affecting the exchange rate. So what are the factors affecting exchange rate here? One factor is economic factors. Their economic factors are all we are knowing: GDP of that nation, physical deficit, then the financial condition of that nation. If you are taking the example of India itself, we can see that because of COVID, all these things, our economy is slightly the growth is slowed down. Actually, the recession type it is running. So that kind of factors will also affect the currency movement, because when the country is growth is not picking up, so the investors who are parked their money for expecting some good return and all this, that they may repatriate or they may taken back their money to abroad. So it will affect mainly the currency. Secondly, political factors means the stability of the government, all these things. Recently we have seen that geopolitical issues like Middle East also one issue has happened, and recently with our India and China border issues, we can see in the chart how that day movement has happened. So this was the day actually that movement has happened. The rupee were trading around 75.60 level. From there the rupee touched the high of 76.30 on the day. Because of that news came like India China border issue and had 20 soldiers died. All these news came which is directly impacted. So all the financial news, all the political, all news immediately reflect in the forex market. Then it will slowly down. All market also will follow that like that. Similarly, demand and supply is another factor. We can see how the demand and supply is working. The same chart we can see the rupee were trading 76.30. From there the Reliance started selling that around, suppose if they have started selling their amount 5.7 billion or something, they can't sell this much big lots in a single shot. So they have to sell different rate they have to sell. So they might be started selling from 76.30. The rupees, what happened that the supply has gone up for the dollar. So in that case the rupee value will be appreciating against the dollar. So dollar value decreased. So here the rupees they have started they have started selling here. Reliance sold their 5.7 billion dollar here, and the rupee they are buying INR against dollar. So in that case the INR value has increased, and finally this has closed down around 76.60 something. So what are the main points we have learned with this example and with this explanation, that what is forex market, what is Nostro account, Vostro exchange rate, USD fund transfer, that SWIFT also we are, how the rate moving, how the rate is moving based on demand and supply. And one more thing I would like to tell you that we have a we will be always thinking that when a fund transfer is happening from in USD, whether that fund is coming into Indian territory or not. This is not at all correct. Actually, that fund is not coming into India at all. It is just a transfer of two accounts in the US itself. Suppose if Facebook is transferring 5.7 billion amount to Reliance, that Reliance is not getting that money in India. It is one of US account to another US account. It is transfer is happening. So the US dollar which will not come into Indian territory, we even Indian banks also, when they convert or when they sell, that fund is not dealing from here itself. They are instructing their US dollar account to transfer the fund to another US dollar account or whichever the counterparty they have. So no fund is coming into India, that we are getting a message from US bank or any other bank saying that this much fund is credited to your US bank account. That way we are converting that fund to other currency. That so I tried to give you small idea about the basics of forex market to help you to understand. I hope this will help you to understand a little bit about the forex market, basics of forex market. And I'm planning to give you more videos about forex market, different how the rate mechanism and how the trading happens, all these kind of different verticals of forex market, different areas also. So thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you.